Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making pretzels. We live in California and we are back to being on lockdown due to COVID. So all of a sudden I had this wild hair to make warm, salty, homemade pretzels. So I looked up a recipe and I went ahead and got baking. So I started off with 1 tablespoon salt, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1.5 cups of warm water, and 1 packet of yeast. You mix that together and let that sit for 5 minutes. Then once that's done, you add 2 tablespoons oil and 4 cups of flour and mix until a dough forms. Then you remove the dough, add 1 tablespoon oil to coat the bowl, and then return your dough back in the bowl. Then you cover with plastic wrap. I actually added a towel because it's kind of cool today. So you're supposed to keep the dough warm and let it sit for an hour. At 1 hour later, you remove the wrapping from your dough and cut it into 8 equal parts. I'm so happy with how this turned out. It completely satisfied my hankering for a Wetzel's pretzel. Since we're on lockdown and the malls are closed, I thought this would be a great substitute, and I'm really happy I gave this a try today. It's so easy. This is actually my first go at it. I didn't even pre-film anything. I just went for it, and I'm so glad that I did. They turned out wonderfully. Super easy recipe, and the result is amazing. I hope you guys give it a try sometime. So then you pop it in a boiling pan of water with 1/3 cup of baking soda, rapid boiling water for 30 seconds. When you pull them out, I set it on a towel to drain off the excess liquid from the pretzel. I'm not sure why they boil them, but that's part of the recipe. I took the recipe from Tasty. It came in an email, and I took the tips that were provided, and I read and made slight changes to the recipe. So that's why I didn't say at the beginning it's a Tasty recipe. It's adapted from a Tasty recipe. And then you add an egg wash. It's just 2 beaten eggs and then some coarse salt. I'm using this sea salt here, which is pretty coarse. And you want to stick the salt to the egg wash. Pop them in a 450-degree oven for 10 or 15 minutes. I actually baked mine for 15, and I wish I would have been able to pull it out at 10. They were a little bit hard on the bottom.